It's not often you get to use the words all new, Morgan and flagship in the same sentence, but behind this curtain is just that. Not only that, but it represents a new direction of design, dynamics and refinement for the company. This is Supersport, an all new Morgan flagship. The new top-of-the-range Morgan is available in two forms, a folding soft top or a carbon fibre hard top. You can't miss its striking evolved design, and there's a new platform, we'll talk more about that later, as well as new features that enhance usability, quality and refinement. There's lots to get into, but let's start with the bit you see, its design. Supersport introduces a new look for Morgan. At the back, this dramatic, lifted, sweeping tailline not only continues the shoulder line of the car, but also comes with aerodynamic benefits. Similarly, the wing line that sweeps from behind the front wheel, that's raised and accentuated, giving greater volume and in turn a greater suggestion of performance. It's familiar, but with new proportions. You'll notice the new surface language throughout, showing a shift towards more contemporary automotive design. That said, Supersport's designers have prioritised simplicity and purity of form, while still highlighting it's a coach-built British sports car. There are plenty of new details all over the car, but there are three to keep a particular eye out for: the sills, the splitter and the diffuser. They look technical, but they've been designed to represent the dynamic shift that's gone on underneath. The body itself appears to be floating. Now that represents the stylistic contrast that's been created to show the blend of tradition and modernity. When Morgan talks about a philosophy of 21st century coach building, that is what it means. The design of Supersport isn't rooted in any specific era. Instead, its various features take inspiration from different decades and rearranges them into something modern. Morgan's designers have been meticulous in ensuring that every element is functional. Look at the vents appearing on the panel edges, the lack of louvres, losing non-essential fixings, and cleaner, easier to use bonnet catches. One of the big new features of the car is new badging on the boot lid. Look at that! The longer body allows for more luggage space. Now in there's room for a couple of squishy bags, but perhaps more importantly, the side screens. So if you want to pop them off mid-adventure and be more in tune with nature, you can be. It's a very Morgan experience. The keen-eyed among you, though, will also spot this real, actual, treated wood. It's part of the car's frame, but when the boot's open, it's on display for all to see. It's something of a celebration of Morgan's famed use of ash. Supersport benefits from the new Morgan-designed 8-inch headlamps and machined aluminium side mirrors, good for looking backwards. Its taller doors feature slimmed-down side screens which attach directly into the top of the door. This not only makes them much more usable, but it removes the need for any external fixings. The brief was to clean things up, and that's just what they do. One of the first decisions you'll have to make when speccing your Supersport is whether you want a soft top or this new carbon fibre hard top. The mohair soft top folds neatly onto the rear parcel shelf and comes in a variety of colours. The carbon fibre hard top, though, that's painted the same colour as the rest of the car and helps keep it more usable all year round. If you want both, though, don't worry, they are interchangeable. Inside, you'll notice some big changes. There's a handy pocket for your humbugs or, more likely, your phone, which means you can view maps or have it within easy reach of a passenger for on-the-fly music changes, which will come through the newly enhanced Sennheiser sound system. Bass is sorted by a new subwoofer hidden behind the seats, while actuators in the dash panel turn it into a giant speaker, and there are new uprated speakers in the doors. You can work it all thanks to new dash-mounted controls. Look further down the centre console and you'll spot this tiny grille. Behind there are 5 discreetly placed microphones. They're for Bluetooth phone calls. Now they've been developed with noise cancelling tech, which means a phone call roof down on the motorway should be a breeze without the breeze getting in the way of calling your mum. You'll recognise the door handles in here, but they do something new now. Slide it forward to open the door, but push a little more and the side screens pop up, ready to be easily removed and stored in the boot. There's also a new steering wheel, which features a newly sculpted centre section, available in either satin, polished or black. Being the flagship, there are some touches in here that you don't get anywhere else, like these handmade analogue dials. They're designed by Morgan and made in South Wales. That's the stuff you can see, but what about what's gone on underneath? Well, to say quite a lot has happened there would be something of an understatement. The Supersport is underpinned by the new CXV platform, which is an evolution of the CX generation platform, which launched in 2019. Now, to tell you absolutely everything that's happened there would take longer than you and I both really have. So instead, here it is in the style of the T's and C's you get on a radio ad. Ready? Faster steering ratio, new relocated steering rack, more precise and consistent steering feel, new front uprights, optimized roll center height, improved braking stability, optimized front anti-roll bar rate, stiffer spring rates all round, revalved dampers all round, increased stability and consistent turn-in response, cam bolt camber adjustment, relocated rear tolling, lower arm angle change to improve anti-squat geometry, rear hub regression, introduction of rear anti-roll bar, increased camber gain. All of those changes add up to 10% more torsional rigidity for more responsiveness and more engagement while you're on the road. The idea here is so drivers can get more out of the car's powertrain. If you want to go one step further, you can spec a dynamic handling pack, which adds adjustable nitron dampers and a rear anti-roll bar. Supersport is powered by the tried and tested 3-litre turbocharged straight 6 and 8-speed ZF Auto combo. It produces 335 brake horsepower and 369 pound-foot, which should be more than adequate given it weighs less than 1,100 kilos. As with all Morgan cars, the Supersport is nearly endlessly customizable thanks to specification options, colorways, myriad materials, and a bit more besides. If you want to build your dream car, either head to Morgan's website and start clicking on the new configurator, or head to your nearest dealer. Supersport will be coach built, as with every Morgan, at the company's historic home on Pickersleigh Road. Morgan's master craftspeople and skilled engineers create every element of the car over hundreds of hours. If you have a Supersport on order, you can even go and see it being built. Supersport is a flagship that introduces a new era for Morgan. It's a unique mix of new and old school that keeps what makes a Morgan while simultaneously moving the game on. Production starts in the spring. Demonstrators will be landing soon, but it is available to order right now. Head to your nearest Morgan dealer for test drives and pricing information. For now though, if you want to learn more, keep your eyes on Morgan's social channels.